What's up, guys? So, the point of keto and the point of carb cycling is, in fact, one and the same. So, carb cycling, I'm sure as you know, since you clicked this, carb cycling is manipulating your macros. You're keeping the exact same calories. You're keeping a caloric deficit. The calorie number is the same, but, excuse me, it is manipulating your macros in the carbohydrate division, where you're just reducing them so that you're essentially reducing the amount of sugar that's in your blood, so your body will have to go after stored fat as an energy source at a cellular level. Okay, so the mitochondria will make ATP, so at a cellular level, you now have to metabolize more fat through the use of ketones, or however you want to call it. But since you're bringing your carbohydrates down, therefore your blood sugar will start to reduce and stabilize, and you'll begin your fat burning metabolically. So it's metabolic science. The reason people carb cycle, or bodybuilders carb cycle, or anybody tries to carb cycle, is they've hit a plateau in creating a deficit, calorie deficit. They lost weight for a while doing that and exercising, and now they're plateauing. They're trying to work out more. Why can't I lose this weight? And now they're like, okay, well, let me try to carb cycle, right? Because I've done this. I've done it all. And so that was my reason for trying to carb cycle. And it worked great. I felt fatigued. I started to lose weight. I felt like trash when it was a low carb day. I'd get hangry. And then for me, I did some conscious effort to picture myself as a different version mentally and physically, the way that I look and stuff. And the way that I did it, so many people have talked about it. Bob Proctor, Tony Robbins, Les Brown, all the really intellectual people, motivating, however you want to name it, phrase it, visionaries, whatever. They talk about, essentially you want to empty your mind by a form of meditation, trying to only focus on your breathing to where you can actually filter and keep your thoughts at bay, right? Which is important, because otherwise you'll get neurotic up here. You'll get on your head. You get impatient. Anxiety is the biggest one, is where you need to do some of that. And then you focus on exactly what you want. What would you look like if you had that? What would you feel like if you had that? If you felt like that, how would you walk? If you walk like that, what kind of friends would you have? If you had those friends, where would you and those friends go out to eat? How would it affect your life, your business? How would it affect, because it's going to affect all these things. So do that over the course of maybe 2 or 3 days. Go delve down all those little things and try to imagine yourself. How would you imagine it? How would it be? And for me, once I did that, I came across this thing called keto. I tried low carb. I just got done carb cycling. I've tried vegetarian. They all work. I tried vegan. They all work. They all have their space and place and time for each individual personality, and each person, as their consciousness evolves and develops. All those diets have their place. But after carb cycling, for me, I came across keto. Cool, I'm going to try this one. I don't know what it is. Dr. Berg and Thomas DeLauer on YouTube. And so, okay, wow, I'm learning about the digestive organs. Like, this is interesting, because I've learned about calories, right? That's the first uncapping of it consciously. Whoa, calories in food. Oh, macros, wow, okay, in the grocery store, there's really only three things: fats, carbs, and proteins. I mean, they're all differently arranged. Some are canned. There's probably only like 7 different companies involved in all the items in the grocery store. So I'm like, okay, wow, there's only really 3 main food groups: fats, carbs, and proteins. And you have vitamins, minerals, and you have micronutrients. But it's really fats, carbs, and proteins. Cool, wow, this is interesting. Fall into keto. Okay, wow, I knew I had a stomach. I'd heard of a liver. Okay, my liver sits here. Oh, okay, I have a pancreas. I think my liver is actually here. Okay, my liver drains down into a gallbladder as the liver filters my blood one time every 7 minutes. It filters all the body in my blood, pulls out the toxins and all these things. Okay, those drain into the gallbladder. Oh, okay, the gallbladder creates this bio, which is essentially the detergent, like just like a washing machine. When it washes something, it has detergent to break down the harder, unsoluble things. Your gallbladder has that, and it stores it up, and then when you eat something, it purges that, so that when it hits the intestine, it helps break down that bile and the film in the intestine. It breaks down, and it makes vitamins and minerals more easy to absorb into the, And, oh, I have a pancreas. Wow. Oh, the pancreas releases a dominating hormone called insulin and many other hormones. Oh, wow, my hunger hormone's name is ghrelin. Like all these different things. And so keto was like getting into the science of the macros, the science of it, you know. It's like, you know, I feel like with my background in, you know, plants growing, you know, fertilizers with chemistry, and then going back into soil again and doing how the biology turns the chemistry. That's where I really felt that there was something that was missing as far as my knowledge of the body and how it all fluctuates and functions. And so basically, it was really interesting. Basically, I lost 50 pounds in about 3 months. Okay. In 2016, December of 2016, October. Yeah, something like that. And so that was really interesting for me. Oh no, August of 2017. And so that was really interesting. It fell off once I got used to, you know, when you eat the carbs, when you reduce the carbs, you reduce the water. When you reduce the water in your body, you lose electrolytes. Sodium, main one. Then potassium is the second main one. It's not in bananas. One avocado has like 3 or 4 bananas, okay? One avocado is also fat. It's like the best balanced macro friendly food. That's why people say it's a superfood in these things. Potassium, then magnesium. All you have to do is eat a salad kit. Eat a breakfast with bacon or with sausage, with cheese and eggs once a day, and then eat a salad kit. And you can stay your carb cycle. You can stay low carb for forever, and you'll feel better than ever. So that's been my experience, guys. I've tried all the different diets. The carb cycling versus the keto, in my opinion, they're the exact same thing. It's just the fact that when you're carb cycling, you're taking into account the loss of electrolytes. So you're eating salad, you're eating more greens when you carb cycle, and because you're eating greens, you lose the fatigue. The tiredness goes away. Your nervous system can fire. Good and function good. And so keto is just prolonged carb cycling. It's amazing, you know. And so when that blood sugar comes down, your body can now start to metabolize fat as an energy source. So, peace.